Hi, my name is Camila Camargo, I'm 15 years old and I'm from Bogota, Colombia. What does sustainable development mean to me? Well, this concept refers to the development that provides the needs of the present human being without compromising the ability of future generations to provide their own needs. Also, it means that we have to be able to change the way we see this world. And how can we improve our actions to make it a better place? Sustainable development is divided into three considerations: the environmental, economic, and social. First of all, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever think about how would be an equal society? Gender inequality continues to be a serious obstacle to the long-awaited human development. Women and girls have progressed a lot since 1990, but we haven't reached a situation of gender equality. Too often, women suffer discrimination in health, education, labor market, and political representations, which has negative repercussions for the development of our capacities and the freedom of choice. There are three important aspects in which we evidence that gender inequalities in human development: the empowerment, that is measured by the proportion of parliamentary seats held by women, and the proportion of adult women and men 25 years of age or older who have completed at least secondary education. The reproductive health, which is measured by the maternal mortality and the fertility rate among adolescents. Also, the economic situation, expressed as participation in the labor market and measured according to the labor force rate of women and men aged 15 or over. I think that we have to end with this inequality, and we need everyone to make this change possible. We have to end all forms of discrimination against all women and girls everywhere. Eliminate all harmful practices such as child early marriage. Undertake reforms to give women equal rights to economic resources as well as access to ownership and control over land and other forms of property, financial services, inheritance, and natural resources, in accordance with national laws. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, it's a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. Did you know? In Southern Asia, only 74 girls were enrolled in primary school for every 100 boys in 1990. By 2012, the enrollment ratios were the same for girls as for boys. But wait, have you ever thought that men also suffer gender violence? For example, when telling a child, "Don't cry because you are a girl," or "Who doesn't arrive on time on the soccer field is a girl." Men have been told all the time that they are something they may not be: strong, that bring home to money, that school the children and the heads of the home. This perhaps forces them to be males without they wanting to be. Why we have to put labels? Why stigmatize one category or another? If each one, man or woman, is capable of everything, we're immersed in a culture that says that you shouldn't hit a woman even with the pedal overloads. So if someone kills a woman, it's news and scandal. Violence against men is more neutralized and doesn't scandalize, such as that of men against women or women against women. Since childhood, children are taught that if a partner in school assaults them, they have to respond. So that violence, however slight, is seen as normal and as part of being a man. The problem is that we are not the same. We don't have the same physical or biological characteristics, and we don't have the same needs. First, we must be aware that we don't live in a world that is equal or equitable. I want to talk about this world: feminism. By definition, feminism is the principle of equal rights between women and men. It's a range of political arrangements, ideologies, and social movements for a common goal: to define, establish, and achieve political, economic, personal, and social equality of sexes. This includes seeking to establish educational and professional opportunities for women that are equal for those for men. Maybe you have heard someone making this question: if feminism looks for equality, why is not called something like egalitarianism? The word feminism discriminates against men because it doesn't include them. It only names women. It's curious to be told that the word feminism excludes men because it doesn't name them, when all life, the history of humanity has been the story of the man. And when we complain, they tell us that we are exaggerating. It doesn't seek to include or reject man, much less, because pretending to denominate egalitarianism to feminism nullifies what it really intended. And no, it's not about being above men. This movement seeks equity that is according the characteristic of each person that has his rights, without this being the impairment of another person. Historically, women have lived in a position of submission, subjugations, and coddling. In the same way, I would like to clarify that feminism is not the opposite of male chauvinism. Feminism does not seek superiority in all aspects of women. Men and women have to fight for their rights as human beings. I want you to keep this world. You are capable of everything. It's not important if you're a man or woman. And if you can make even a little change in the world, why don't do it? If you don't do it, who will? That is sustainable development to me. Thank you very much. Bye.